I think there are two things in this world that are the most satisfying. One is to watch cocky people get what's coming to them, and two is to watch Nick Saban lose it on the sidelines. And if you watched the Alabama game last night, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Even though Tennessee lost, I had a field day. I had fun. I enjoyed that game. But anyway, this video right here is cocky fighters who just think they can beat anyone. They get what's coming. They get destroyed. They get beat. So with no further ado, let's get into the video.
Number 9. Come on, hit me. Some fighters would do anything to spite their opponents, including acting as if they're not in pain. Almost at the end of the first round, Trinidad landed a left hook on Mayorga, and the best way he responded was to drop his hands, sticking his chin in the air, and called for another punch. Trinidad took it.
That's so stupid. I don't understand why fighters do this. I guess it's an overconfidence in themselves or their chin, but at the same time, it's like any punch, if it catches you at the right time, at the right moment, any punch in a fight can take you out. So why heighten those chances by not protecting yourself? I will never understand why boxers do this.
Advantage and landed 3 left hooks, but Mayorga simply danced as if it were feathers that landed on it. However, by the end of the 5th round, Mayorga had already sustained injury, was taking charge of the ring. During the 6th round, Mayorga must have had a good rest because he performed better than the previous round. But he couldn't sustain his energy, and in less than 2 minutes to the end of the 8th round, Trinidad won after knocking him out 3 times. Number 8. Too cocky. Before this fighter would even fight, he asked for a mic, and this time it wasn't to taunt his opponent, but to honor his father.
Allahu Akbar! Allah is the greatest! Allahu Akbar! Ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
This was impressive, but his fighting skills were not. He let his guard down from the first round and was acting more like a spectator than a fighter. He swayed his body to dodge a couple of punches, but he could have done better by actually hitting his opponent too.
Need one right there.
He was all over the place during the fight and gave a mischievous smile after suffering a punch to taunt his opponent. However, his opponent dominated the fight by taking advantage of his laxity and winning at the end of the 12th round by a unanimous decision.
You can't honor your father and lose, though. That's not a good look, bro.
Number 7, knocked out twice. This fighter was pinned against the rope as he got punched severely. When he managed to escape, he threw his hands in the air as if nothing had happened, but he wasn't ready for what was coming for him. With less than a minute to the end of the 2nd round, he was already tired and only managed to maintain his balance. His opponent knocked him down, but he would still stand up before facing a final defeat. This time, his opponent delivered a right hook, followed by an uppercut, before ending it with another right hook that sent him straight to the floor.
The uppercut didn't really connect, though.
Number 6, too relaxed. Let's assume that this fighter has a lot on his mind, and that's why he seems too relaxed for this fight. However, that's not a good excuse when you have an opponent ready to knock you down at all costs. After dodging a punch, this fighter dropped his hands and started walking back toward the corner of the ring. This was a dangerous position that gave his opponent the advantage to land some more punches on him. He managed to get himself out of that corner, but he didn't look like someone ready to win. He stood arms akimbo, looking at his opponent, making the crowd wonder what he's up to. His opponent got closer and delivered a deadly punch that knocked him out. He tried to stand up almost immediately, but it was too late.
Yeah, you out of it, dog.
Number 5, talk is cheap. Talk is cheap, and only a few can actually do what they say. The rivalry between Todd Stout and Mo Babkari was so intense that the two almost fought themselves before their match. Even after everything was settled, Todd didn't keep quiet because he believed Mo was running his mouth. He even said on camera that when he turns it on, no one can turn him off.
Well, when I turn it on, you can't turn me off.
He promised to beat Mo and even knock him out, and straight up asked them to put it on the record.
You can put that on camera, you can put that on the record. I'm gonna beat that guy up.
He started the match pretty well by being offensive, but Mo was simply looking for an opportunity to execute his plan. In less than a minute, Mo delivered a jumping scissors kick that knocked Todd out.
Put that on the record. That's what you need to do. Right to the face.
Number 3, Deontay Wilder goes wild. During a press conference before their fight, Bermane Stiverne promised Deontay Wilder that he's going to crack his ribs and jaw and send him home packing and even make him retire.
I'm gonna crack your ribs, I'm gonna crack your jaw, I'm gonna send you home packing, and you will retire.
And he didn't stop there. He also told Wilder that he would walk away with a smile on his face.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk away with a smile on my face.
Y'all let me know y'all opinion on Wilder. I like Wilder, but I will say that he projects his right hand, that power punch that he has, he projects it a little bit too much, and you could almost kind of call when he's going to throw it. That, and when he starts to press, you know what I mean? When he starts to press, that power punch gets wilder. Oh, that's crazy, Deontay Wilder, but it gets wilder and wilder. It loses all type of form, all type of technique. Next thing you know, he's throwing it like it's a street fight. It comes at, I don't know, it just, the knockout power is there. Now, I don't know how much power he has in that left. But the knockout power is there. I don't know, is it a skill? A technique thing? I don't know. Y'all let me know. That's what I think. I just think, like, once he learns that skill, that technique, I don't know how long he's been boxing for. I don't think he's been boxing for that long in boxing terms, you know. So a lot of people, they've been boxing their whole lives. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he was a athlete, like basketball or football at Alabama before he became a boxer. So he may lack that skill, that technique that a lot of guys have had to develop over the years of actually boxing. But the power is there. I just think it's a technique/skill is the issue. But anyway.
Wilder listened carefully as he talked, but we're about to find out if he did any of the things that he promised to do.
Oh, tonight on this video.
He stood
Now you can't let nobody knock
Number
you out
2,
like that, though.
celebration
That's
gone wrong. In this funny fight between Jordan Ty and Joe Blackburn, Ty gave an impressive fight, knocking out Blackburn barely a minute to the end of the first round. In excitement, he ran toward the rope and jumped on it, but he fell over the ring.
That's not too bad, though. I still cut the dub at the end of the day.
Luckily, he didn't injure himself because he hadn't won the match yet.
Oh.
Blackburn managed to recover quickly and he was ready to fight. However, a few seconds later, Blackburn suffered his second knockout after receiving a brutal left hook from Ty. Now is the best time for him to celebrate his victory, and he doesn't have to jump over the rope again.
Oh.
Number
man.
1,
I thought he
don't
came
mess
back
with
and
a
knocked him out.
legend. Sugar Ray Leonard is considered one of the best
Sugar
boxers of
Ray,
all
yeah.
time. In this video, the legend accepted a challenge from the British amateur Stephen Sinclair in order to entertain the crowd. It is said that he had just recovered from eye surgery, and one of the conditions for the fight was that the amateur boxer must not punch him in the eyes. However, the amateur boxer did not keep to his word, and Sugar Ray showed him that he was the professional in that fight. He knocked him out with a left hook to the rib.
Body shot, yeah. Yeah. Bet you read the contract next time.
Thank you for watching this video, but before you...
Okay. Alright, so look. The one guy who told Deontay Wilder to that he was gonna make him retire, that I think is one of the biggest L knockouts. I've seen people get knocked out the ring. But never been folded like a lawn chair. I think that's the first time I ever seen somebody knocked out and they've laid back with their legs underneath. Oh, that's on national TV. And you told people you're gonna break his ribs and break his jaw, and in front of everybody. That's a huge L. I don't even think you could talk trash to anybody after that. Now, people get knocked out every day. You can get knocked out at any time. But in that style, in that manner of getting knocked out, you, sir, need to retire. You need to pack that one up. But anyway, that's going to be it for my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with you guys next time. I'm out.